how have you been able to make the most of this opportunity in the postseason with the Panthers?
It's just fun to have that feeling again. The postseason it's extremely special, and it's you don't know how good something is kind of until it's gone, and when you're not in it for 8 years and you're just sitting there watching and yearning to be in it, yearning to get that feeling again. Woke up this morning pretty early and ready to go, and Stevie and Cuz, they played great tonight and made the most of our opportunities.
How critical was that goal in order to kind of alleviate some of the pressure off of the top two lines?
Yeah, it was big. Obviously we had to kill a few penalties there, and a lot of guys that are really important to our team are playing a lot of minutes. So we can kind of chip in there with some offense. It's big, and 2-goal leads are obviously huge, especially in the third period there, and gave us the insurance that we needed. And we give one up to make it 4-3, but nobody panicked, and we just stuck with our game, and I didn't think we gave them a whole lot down the stretch.
You said when you got traded here that you kind of knew you had to go for it, and now that you are here, you're in a game like tonight, you get a point, you're back in the playoffs. Does it all kind of feel worth it in this moment too?
Yeah, I mean it's I'm here to win and here to go on the ride with these fellas, and since the day that I got here, it's been they've been nothing but welcoming to me, and it's been fun to see how hard that they work and how much that they want it, and it just brought those feelings right back into me, and like I said, it's just a special feeling, and I'm here to do whatever I can to help the team win.
Is it challenging to kind of accept a role where you're not playing every night? When Paul said you got to go, you got to make a difference, and clearly your line made the difference tonight.
No, it's I've worn a lot of different hats in my career, and I've been on the first line, fifth line, healthy scratch, playing 25 minutes. I've kind of done a lot of different things, and I've tried to do it with as much respect as I can, and I'm going to do whatever the job calls for that day. And if it calls for me not playing a game, if I can provide a little bit of insight into a game by watching it, and tell somebody something that hopefully helps them on the ice, that's what I'm going to do. If I'm going to go in and play, I'm going to play to the best of my abilities and be ready to play. So completely accepted my role, and like I said, I'm just going to do it to the best of my abilities.
Thanks,
What were your emotions like on that third goal? You had quite the celebration there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge goal. It's tight game, 3-2. They had a huge push in the second period, and for Stevie to get that too, and kind of what he's gone through this year, and just being with him over the last month and a half, 2 months, and knowing how much he's put into this season, and what he's had to go through. Like I was so happy for him in that moment. Obviously happy to get that 2-goal lead, but when you see somebody who's a special person like that, and had a tough year, and you see him get rewarded like that, it's a ton of fun.
Thank you. Matthew, you and your teammates take a commanding 3-0 series lead. Why do you think your team has had so much success against the Tampa Bay Lightning?
I mean, it's been a very even series, I think, and we've had pretty good starts in the games, and tonight was pretty even, and then we seemed to take over in the middle part of the first, and then got in a little bit of penalty trouble, which gave them some life, and that trickled into the second period. But I thought that when they made it 2-1, we had a few shifts where they were absolutely dominating us, and then got a huge goal from Rhino, and then a big goal after that, and seemed to get a little bit of momentum back in the second, and then the third was a solid period overall. So a lot we can learn from, but the starts have been important for us.
Did you guys feel like you were getting into a little bit of a track meet with in that second?
Yeah, and that's not going to work well for us. I mean, we can play that, but that's what they're so unbelievable at. So we try to not play into their strengths is the best way to put it. But they have so much talent that they're going to take over for some shifts and some time during the game. They're that good. So there's been stretches throughout the series where they've taken it to us, but that's where you just got to stay tight and just grind it out until you get momentum back.
But not very much, right? I mean, you guys have.
No, we've done
what you wanted.
I mean, we're in a position right now that we would have dreamed about at the beginning of the series. So we're in a great position I mean, if I'm standing here now saying we'd be up 3-0, would gladly take it. But there's been stretches where they've played really, really well, and I think it's been a really close series so far in the first 3 games, and we've been getting some unbelievable goaltending that's really weathered the storm for us, and probably that's been the biggest key for us this series.
What did switch midway through the second period when you guys sort of found your game again?
Just more time in the offensive zone, reloads. D were keeping it in, more shots, more traffic. I mean, Monty's goal, that was unreal screen by I think it was Oki in front there and Cuzzy. So we got to still work on getting in front of him, and I think that we've done that, for stretches throughout games, but not the whole game yet. But no, we're playing some pretty good hockey right now, and we're happy with where we're at right now in the series. But the fourth one's always the hardest. I know everyone says that, so we have to come out absolutely ready to go on Saturday and just try to play our best.
Your thoughts on Anton Lundell's game tonight?
Yeah, he played awesome. It was very easy to play with him. He made so many smart plays. He was holding on to pucks. He was skating with it, putting us in some great positions as wingers for me and Swaggy, giving us the puck at perfect times. And he was hard to play against, really good on draws. And I thought he was awesome tonight.
Stevie and Oki both called upon in a big situation here for you guys.
Yeah.
You guys stepped up tonight. What can you say about just the depth you guys have?
Their line was arguably the reason we won the game tonight. They were so huge for us. We're out there for a goal against the beginning of the second, and then just got one right back there towards the end of the second, and then a huge game winner for us in the third. And I mean, it takes everybody this time of year. Everyone says it, but to get huge contributions from them at such a timely point of the game, it was. That line and Bob were probably the 2 reasons why we got the job done today.
What do you think?
Thank you.
What do you think